What up, guys? So today we're going to be doing my go-to face routine for foundation, blush, bronzer, all that jazz. So if you want to see that, keep on watching. I'm going to put my hair back because it's all over my face and I can't do anything about it. My wife got me this cute little headband today from Rue 21, so we're going to use that. I'm so happy that I didn't ruin my buns doing that. So I'll look a little crazy, but we can start by prepping our skin because our hair's all out of our face. So let's go into that with the first thing that I use, which is moisturizer. So I just always use this L'Oreal Hydro Genius right before I do my makeup because it's not too heavy on the skin and it sinks right in. As you can tell, I'm almost out. This was $15, but I really enjoy it. I'm not sure if I will repurchase it or not because honestly I feel like I need a little bit more moisturization in my skin, and we'll get back to that with our next step. So I just take 2 pumps and then I put it all over my face and then I just rub it in. And then after I do moisturizer, I always go in with the oil, whether it be rosehip oil or argan oil. Argan oil is a lot more intense, I guess. It's a lot more hydrating. So today I'm just going to be going in with my rosehip oil. And I always just get oils from like Ross or TJ Maxx or whatever. You can always find them there for like $3, $4, $5, really cheap. And I recommend that you bring my friend Brittany with you because she's all up to date on the ingredients that are good for your skin and bad for your skin. And sorry that not everyone has a great friend like hers, but I always run my oils by her, so I always stock up on 1 or 2 whenever we go to Ross or TJ Maxx or whatever. A lot of people don't like to put on this much oil on their face before they go throughout their day, but as someone that has super dry skin, I just really like to make sure that I'm well moisturized and everything. And normally I do both of these steps before I put on my eye makeup or whatever, so that I can just let that really sink into my skin. Today we're not doing that, but I'm not going anywhere today. I just did this really fun eye look for a different video that's coming out. It's not a tutorial on it. It's just a review of a brand. Let this sink in just a little bit more, and then we'll come right back in and I'll show you what I do next. So since I've waited a couple of minutes for that to sink into my skin, the next thing I go in with is primer. And of course, this is the one I talk about in every single video I've ever done. The Too Faced Hangover Primer is my ride or die. I'm almost out of this. I need to just go ahead and get the full size. I normally just only get this one because I'm cheap. And this is pretty much all I can afford. I think that this one is only $15. But it's lasted me a good amount because you only use like a dime sized amount, and that'll go for your whole face. This really helps my makeup stay on throughout the day, and it smooths everything out. And whenever you rub it into your skin, it feels hydrating. It feels kind of like you're rubbing in a lotion, but you'll see as you rub it in, it gets a little bit sticky, tacky, and that just really makes it to where the foundation and concealer and everything is just going to adhere to your skin super nice. And then this is going to seem really extra, but the next step I do before I go in with concealer or anything is I just spray my face with some of this Mario Badescu spray. This also, whenever it dries, it has a little bit of a tacky feeling to it, and this is just really refreshing, really moisturizing, and this just helps tie everything together, I feel. So next, I'm just going to go in with my NYX Ultra HD concealer in green. It's a color corrector, and I just put it on some of my problem areas, which is right over here, here, and here. Just take a fluffy blending brush and just buff that into the skin. If you guys would like for me to do a video about color correctors and stuff, just tell me and I'll be sure to do that. Since I have that done, I normally just go in with these 2 concealers and just kind of spot conceal before I put on my foundation. The next thing that we have to do is foundation. And so there's primarily 3 foundations that I reach for all the time, and let me show you those real quick. So my BH Cosmetics Flawless Foundation, this I love so much, and I haven't used this in a while, so I think that this is the one that we're going to go in with for today. But if I really want some dewy skin, this is what I go in for. It provides me the coverage that I need, and it's not like super full coverage, but it's like enough, you know. It's it can be built. It's a good foundation. I like it. I got my friend Brittany to buy this foundation, and she likes it a lot. So there's that. And then my other 2, they work hand in hand together. You guys know I mix these 2, or maybe you don't know, maybe you've never watched my videos before. If so, hey, I love this combo so much. 2 pumps of the Maybelline Superstay, 1 pump of the Milani. It's matte. This one's matte. I think that this one has a little bit of a luminosity to it, and so the 2 together are really good. I don't really have to set it down on my skin since I do have dry skin. The matte-ness kind of sets it down on itself. If you're oily, I know that Casey Holmes had a bad review on this. She said that if you're like super oily, it made her into an oil slick, so I don't know about that. But as for dry skin, these 2 are heaven if you're going for that really full coverage effect. We're not really doing that today. We're just gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics one, but this is also a really good affordable combination, so there's that. So for my foundation, I just squirt a couple of pumps onto the back of my hand. We're just gonna go in with 3 to begin with, and then I go in with my Real Technique sponge. This is a really good sponge. I like it a lot. It works good for bouncing it in the skin, so this is what we're working with today. And the next thing I do is just set all that with the Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder in the shade 05 Fair. And then for the rest of my face, this is just setting my like problem areas where it could crease potentially. For the other areas, I just use the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth in the shade 110. As I do this step, I'll also wipe away my bake from my other areas. The next thing I normally do is contour and bronzer. Sometimes I skip out on the contour. Today I am. And I just go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I just bronze up the areas that need a little bit of bronzing. Next is my favorite part, which is highlight. And I want to take the Sleek Solstice palette for this and just use these 2 colors right here on the places where I normally highlight. And next I'm going to go in with my Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. I used to do highlight last. I would like contour, bronze, blush, and then highlight until I saw Makeup by Jack. He said that he likes to do blush first. He likes to do blush last because it kind of ties in the bronzer and the highlight together and just makes it all like melt together and look really good. And I agree, I really like that tip. If you lose any of your highlight or anything, you can always go in and add a little bit more and then blend over that. And then the last thing that I do is setting spray, and I'm going to use my CoverGirl Look Lock It Up. Okay guys, so this is the final look of how my skin is. This is pretty much the go-to thing that I go for. Just, I kind of like glowy skin, go for a lot of bronzer and blush. I ain't scared of it. And yeah, this is just pretty much my everyday routine, no matter if I'm going for a more subtle look or whatever this is. Yep. So if you guys like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want some more content. I'll see you guys later. I love y'all. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful.